All right, and we are live with some of our favorite human beings from across the continent, Andy and Mike from at Guardian Project. And we're going to play some Commander again tonight. We've challenged them to some mono-colored Commander. So in regular style, we will start by going around the table and seeing what everyone's playing and seeing who we're talking to for those that are just watching us now.
All right. And you have a new stream layout. It looks wonderful.
Thanks. I just tweak it all the time, so try new things all the time.
Fancy.
Well, thank you for having us back. I'm really excited for this monocolor Commander night.
Mm-hmm. So what you got for us, Andy?
All right. Well, this is Andy. I'm from the Guardian Project podcast. And tonight I am playing Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, a 1/3 vampire cleric for 3 that says whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. And you can pay 5 to give creatures you control lifelink until end of turn. So I am going to try to play with this Sanguine Bond on a creature here to drain my opponents and have enough life to outlast it all.
Oh dear. Got any infinite combos in there, Andy?
There is an exquisite blood in here.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, there is. And then Coyle also showed me that there's a combo with a Bolas, a Citadel, and Aetherflux Reservoir, and oh gosh, I'm the worst because it's the first time I've ever had it in a deck. Sensei's Divining Top.
Right.
So I run 1 tutor total. So if it comes together, cool. If it doesn't, then we're relying on gaining some life here.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how it fares for you.
Thank you.
Shauna.
Hi. Hello. I am playing Kirik, Son of Moth. It's another black creature. He is a horror minion. So his Pyrexian, is that what that's called? Where it can be black or life, and 2 life. Yeah. And for each black and a cost, I can pay life instead. So I can hopefully get some more stuff out. I have some life gain as well. And whenever I cast a black spell, I put a 1/1 counter on the Son. So
lots of counters. Interesting. Another black, mono black, interesting. Well, I decided, I think I'm the only non-mono black one playing, which could be another challenge. We could just pick a color and I'll make a deck of those colors. But I decided to be pure of heart and be the only one here with purity and not blackened soul with Lyra Dawnbringer. I have some angel tribal going on with mine. That's kind of what I went for. So gaining some life and flying in to hopefully hit your faces before you gain too much life. Andy, I'm coming for you. And Coyle.
Yes, and Lesley, I know you mentioned blackened soul, but really it's blackened spirit, creature type spirit.
That's fair.
I'll be playing my second deck I ever built myself. Shirei, Shizo's Caretaker. Mono black has always been my bag. And I've been shedding so many islands coming out of my eyes, seeing all of the great mono black at this table right now. My deck is involving only creatures with power 1 or less. A couple creatures maybe with power 2 that I can power down to 1 that I can continuously kill and bring back from the graveyard. There's no infinites, but I'm gonna make everyone's turn just a little bit longer.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. We like hanging out with you guys.
Right.
All right. So, shall we roll to see who goes first?
Sure.
Alrighty. I will put him in the command zone. So I have a bit more light on my thing, so you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so draw. And I will play a Baron Moor. It enters tapped. And that's it for me.
I will play a pretty plains, and I will say go.
Oh,
That is a good plains.
Mm-hmm.
we'll play a snow-covered swamp and pass.
Draw. I'm gonna play a not snow-covered swamp and pass.
Do I have an extra planar lens? Who knows?
Who knows? Now we're wondering.
And then I pass.
Untap. Draw. And Memorial to Folly comes in tapped. I will do this for a Knight of Ebon Legion.
Ooh, starting it off.
And pass.
I'm just gonna get a thematic compass out there, just to kind of like insurance.
I love that card.
It's such a good card. I like it a lot. So I will pass my turn.
I will draw.
Is that one of the buy a box promo ones too?
No, this is just the opened it in a pack.
Okay, those ones are some of my favorite buy a box promos too, like the actual map on the back. So cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to cast a creature called Necropede.
What is that?
It's a 1/1 artifact creature insect with infect that says when Necropede is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you put a -1/-1 counter on target creature.
Wow, that's pretty great.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Awesome.
All right.
Are you writing these down, Shauna? Or?
I am indeed.
Thank you.
I'm going to play a swamp, and then I'm going to play a Mind Stone, and then I pass my turn.
Okay. I already drew because I was thinking it was my turn. Pay attention, Shauna. Okay, so I'll play Cabal Stronghold.
You don't got any swamps.
No, not yet. And I will go to combat, and I'm going to swing at Andy for 1.
Yeah, I'm going to take 1 and go to 39. First blood.
Before damage, I'm going to tap it and make it bigger, though. So it's actually 4 damage.
How much does it cost to do that?
3.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I take an additional 3, so I take 4 total.
And he gets a counter.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good.
Play. Very standard.
Very
Oh, that had so many double meanings. I love it. Is that it, Shauna? I'm assuming. Okay. I am going to, you know what? I think I'm just going to do this. Tap 3, and I'm going to search for a land. I bet you it's going to be a plains, and I'll go. Say go.
All right.
It was a plains.
Tap. And I will draw. I will play this snow-covered swamp as my land for turn. And then I will choose to move to combat. And I will swing Necropede at Shauna.
So is that infect that damage then?
It is. It is 1 infect damage.
Can I mark that on here somehow? Oh, I can't.
Can you track yeah, so if you click on your actual username at the very bottom, it says miscellaneous infect.
Cool. Okay.
Nice.
And then yeah, I'm gonna tap 2 and I'm gonna demonic tutor and I'm gonna end the turn after that.
Okay.
How much infect damage can we take?
10.
I will draw. And I am going to play. I mean, I can help Shauna out, right?
Yeah.
I
Start some
mean-
friendships up.
I mean, yeah, let's play an Urborg. So now you have swamps. You have 3 of them.
Oh.
I need to make sure I don't switch what I'm searching for, knowing that you just grabbed an Urborg.
Please don't.
Oh, the temptation was real.
I am going to play a Vampire Nighthawk, a 2/3 flying death touch lifelink. And then after that, I pass my turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I will play a swamp now.
Hooray!
And I will tap for Sanctum Seeker. It's whenever a vampire control attacks, each opponent loses a life and I gain it.
Hey, I think we're playing a similar deck, just different commanders.
Maybe.
Yeah. Go to combat. I'm going to swing at Coyle with the Knight of Ebon Legion. So everybody loses a life.
I declare no blocks.
I
So we
gain
lose a
one.
life from Sanctum Seeker, and then I will take 2 from the Knight.
Shauna, had you taken 1 damage previously?
Yep. I gained a life from my Sanctum Seeker.
But wasn't it infect damage?
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
only infect damage.
So
it
you
doesn't
actually
make,
don't
like,
lose a
commensurate
regular
with
life.
total.
You only
Oh,
take
I don't
1
lose a
infect.
regular life?
Correct.
Okay. Cool. Kind of. How's the turn?
Play that, and then let's play Prismatic Lens. Just lets me add 1 mana. And I will just pass turn.
All right. I will untap and draw. I will play this snow-covered swamp.
Another.
No, you tutored for?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I will then. I'm going to tap 4, and I'm going to cast a Crypt Ghast. So 2/2 with Extort that says whenever I tap a swamp for mana, add black to my mana pool.
All right.
And I will move to combat. And I will declare Necropede as an attacker at Lesley.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just take it.
All right, 1 infect. And I'll pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Draw for turn. I am going to play a swamp. And then I'm going to play Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. And then I'm going to play the card that was the hardest card that I had to find for this entire deck.
Oh.
Vampire of the Dire Moon.
Nice.
That was
So-
hard to find.
Seriously, 3 LGSs. 3.
Wow. Everybody's
So
using them, I guess.
a 1/1 Death Touch lifelink for 1. I am going to move to combat, and I am going to swing at Lesley for 2 flying Death Touch lifelink in the air.
I will take it.
Okay, so I will gain 2, and then when I gain life because of Vito, target opponent loses that much life. So I will have Shauna take 2 life loss. I'll have you lose 2. And then after that, I pass my turn.
Nice. Okay.
I'm just trying to even us all out here.
Keep us all even so the game,
Draw.
ends in one big final last turn.
Yeah.
Sanctum of Eternity.
We've actually done some house rules at some of our games where you have to attack the person with the most life.
Ooh.
It's very interesting dynamic because you really know you should be attacking so-and-so because they're going to get out of control, but it allows, I don't know, it adds an interesting dynamic to the game. So, sorry, Shauna.
That's okay. I'm tapping 5 for the Eldest Reborn. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker.
Okay.
I'm going to sacrifice Necropede.
I'm going to sacrifice Vampire of the Dire Moon.
But it was so hard for you to find.
Lovely little 1/1, but see, it's awesome play on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it was
when
worth it.
when Necropy goes to the graveyard, I get to put a -1/-1 counter on a target creature.
Mhm.
I'm going to put a -1/-1 counter on Cryptghast, making it a 1/1.
Okay.
And then I.
Oh, that's really good.
Yes, it is.
What does that do? What
Explain that.
So Shirei cares about creatures with power 1 or less, and it only counts the power when the creature dies. So Cryptghast having 1 power means that if it dies and Shirei was on the battlefield, it would return to the battlefield at the end step.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
That was a plot twist I did not anticipate.
That was very strategic. I like it.
I mentioned at the beginning making my two power creatures into 1 power creature.
Well, I was half listening.
Okay, I'll go to combat and I will swing the 2/3 at Lesley, so everybody loses a life. I gain 1.
All right.
36.
And that is it for me.
Does Knight of the Ebon Legion say that someone has to take damage or lose life?
Lose 4 life.
Okay.
4 or more. I don't think anybody has that turn. No. I'll pass.
Yeah, I already started. Sorry.
I think I already said it.
Since all 3 of you attack me this turn, I better get a creature out, so I'll bring out my commander.
All right.
Fair enough.
And I'll pass.
What does Lyra have again?
Oh, yes. So Lyra is flying, first strike, lifelink, and other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink.
Okay, first strike. Ooh, that's relevant.
Relevant, yeah. So feel free to swing at me with your death touch.
This one, luckily. Oh no, it doesn't have first strike. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Big mistakes.
I'll pass.
Tap. Draw. All right, what to do with all of this mana? I think
only 8, not 10.
It's only 8. It's only 8 right now. I'm gonna tap 3 of these swamps for 6. I am going to use 5 of it, and I'm going to cast a final party.
Yeah.
So I'm going to search my library for 2 cards and put 1 in my graveyard and 1 into my hand. I have not played land for turn, so you can probably guess what card I'm searching for in my hand.
Do you play like Reassembling Skeleton?
I don't, because it would just come back on its own with Shirei. And I almost never use its ability.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I am going to actually put Mindless Automaton as the creature in my graveyard. Well, as the card in my graveyard. And, it was literally the next card on top of it.
Isn't that always the way it works?
I'll get this Cabal Coffers. I'll play Cabal Coffers as my land for turn. And then I'll tap this Swamp for 2. Use that 2 to activate my Cabal Coffers, which, because of Urborg, will tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since Urborg makes it also a swamp, it taps for an additional. So actually, it taps for 6. So I'll have 7 mana now. I'll use 5 of it to cast my commander, Shirei. Leaving 2.
Da, 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 da.
And the other 2, I will cast a creature from my hand called the Mere Retriever.
What card did you put in your graveyard with Final Party?
Mindless Automaton.
Oh, okay.
So Mindless Automaton is a 0/0 for 4. This is when it enters the battlefield, it enters with 2 +1/+1 counters. You can pay 1 and discard a card to put a +1/+1 counter on Mindless Automaton. Or the more important part, remove 2 +1/+1 counters from my list automaton to draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I cast Mirror Retriever, and that says when it's put into a graveyard from play, return another target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. That is all I'm going to do on my turn.
All right. I will untap and draw. I'm going to play a swamp myself. And then I'm going to play a Falcon Wrath Noble. Flying, whenever it or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
I'm in danger.
Probably.
And then I am going to move to combat. And Shauna, I'm going to swing for 2 in the air at you.
I got nothing.
And then I will gain 2. And I will have Shauna, you lose another 2.
Too bad it wasn't everybody with that Vito, eh? All opponents.
It is not all opponents, just a single.
It's too bad though.
Right? Wouldn't that be nice? And after that, I pass my turn.
I think everyone would make a Vito deck if that was the case.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Overpowered them.
Draw, and everyone discards a card.
Yep.
Oh, man.
I'm going to discard this Festering Mummy.
All right. I'm discarding a swamp.
Planes.
Okay.
Hey,
Hello,
Paul.
Polly.
These are all swamps. So
But not basic swamps, just swamps.
oh, right, okay. Fine.
Oh, that cares about basic swamps?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Cabal
does.
Stronghold.
Basic it says specifically.
However, if you have like a bunch of basic any lands and you have an Urborg out, they do count as basic swamps.
Huh. Interesting. Drina, Calastria Bloodchief. She's a 4/4 flyer, and I can pay X and 2 black, and target creature gets -0/-X till end of turn, and she gets +X +0 until end of turn.
It's very good.
So Drina. And I'm just gonna pass for now. Right, so.
All right. 5. I'm going to play Angel of Sanctions, and I'm going to target. Gosh, you all have terrible things out. But I think I'm going to target Shirei. So, Angel of Sanctions, when it enters the battlefield, I get to exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Angel of Sanctions leaves the battlefield. So.
You should totally do the Eldest Reborn and reset it.
So yeah, so Shirei is underneath my little Angel of Sanctions.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that part. Shirei's going to go to the command zone then.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to swing at Lyra with Lyra at you, Coyle.
I will declare no blocks and take 5.
And I will pass turn.
Take 5 commander damage.
5 commander damage.
Oh, commander damage is so strong.
All right, I am going to untap.
It's not as good as a flying Otrini, but...
Chat says making the commander cost more. Good strategy.
Very sound.
Coyle's got the mana for it. He's just rolling in mana.
I do. I actually have 12 mana this turn.
Jeez.
So I'm going to tap this swamp for 2 to activate my Cabal Coffers, which will tap for 6. And then I'll tap this no-covered swamp for additional 2 to have 8. I'll have 1 floating, and I will cast my commander.
You have how much floating?
1.
Okay.
So I have 5 more mana to do something with.
Yeah, he's
I'm
got some
going to-
craziness happening, Paul. Craziness. Chat
I'm
says
gonna-
that they see your
I'm going
craziness.
to tap 4, and I am going to cast a Marsh Flitter. Marsh Flitter is a flying 1/1 fairy rogue that says when Marsh Flitter comes into play, put 2 1/1 black goblin rogue creature tokens into play. And I can
Fun.
sacrifice a goblin to make Marsh Flitter a 3/3 until end of turn, which I never, ever want to do. When I cast Marsh Flitter, since I have this one floating and I'm not going to do anything with it, I'm going to extort using my Crypt Cast.
So each lose 1 and you gain 3?
Yes.
All right.
After that, I will pass the
Chat says, is that a mirror retriever? Shudders in combo.
It's not there. To
Oh, you know,
combo.
at end of turn, I'm gonna pay 1 and sack this Mind Stone to draw a card.
All right.
All right.
We're watching your drawing prowess there.
I'm not
Mike.
good at drawing goblins, so this is
Then draw for turn. All right. I'm going to Bojuka Bog Coyle's Graveyard.
why?
Oh.
Why don't you Bajuku? Wait, is there any other good creatures that Shauna is going to get next turn with her Eldest Reborn?
She can get a Vampire of the Dire Moon from me. That's
That's it.
There's
That's
no
about
other
it.
creatures in yours? Okay, that's fair then. That's very fair. Exile.
and then I'm gonna play an Aetherflux Reservoir.
Uh-oh. Combo piece
dear.
number 1.
1 of 3. I am going to move to the combat steps.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to swing at Coyle for 2 because there's flying shenanigans that I can't get through on either side of the battlefield anywhere else.
I'll block with my flying 1/1.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. So I will gain 2, and then I will have Shauna, you will lose 2.
Okay.
And then after that, I pass my turn.
Epic goblin.
Flying,
Mike. Epic.
my flying 1/1 will come back and make 2 more goblins. So I have 4 1/1 goblins now.
Oh, and when that creature died, I'm sorry, target opponent loses a life and I gain a life. I will have Coyle, you lose a life and I will gain a life.
Sure.
Oh, and then I gained a life, so I will have Lesley lose 1 life.
Okay.
Because of Vito.
Because of all those flyers, Andy, is exactly why I cast this instead of anything else in my hands.
Oh, yeah. No, fair enough.
I need a blocker.
What color is your flyer, Coyle?
It is black.
You said pass, right, Andy?
I did say pass, yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to take your Vampire of the Dire Moon.
I will put it
there.
upside down right over here. It is yours. It is a 1/1 lifelink death touch vampire.
Yeah. Crappy crap. Okay. So.
Chat's wondering if this is arch enemy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems to be that way, doesn't it? Okay, well, I'm gonna turn 1, 2, 3, 4 for my own Falcon Wraith Noble. Kind of crazy.
Oh.
What happens when you guys just start shooting each other? Nothing?
Yeah, they just like trade back and forth, back and forth.
And then I'm going to swing. Leslie, how big is that flyer of yours?
It's a 3/4.
A 3/4. Okay, I'm going to swing with my 4/4 flyer at you.
Does it have death touch?
It does not.
It's a
Everybody
4/4.
loses a life. Yeah, everybody loses a life and I gain a life.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna block it.
Okay.
Oops.
So it dies.
Yeah, sure does.
Okay, so
You know, Paul, the funny thing about Phyrexian Unlife is both Shauna and Lesley already have one infect counter on them.
and from Falcon Wraith Noble, I'm going to make Andy lose a life and I gain a life.
Okay, and then from my Falcon Wrath Noble, I'm gonna have you lose a life and I gain a life.
Okay.
And then when I gain a life, I have you lose one additional life.
One
So I
more.
think that
Oh, so I think that went bad for you. Do you have flyers, Andy?
I do have a 2/2 and then a 2/3, but that's tapped.
And your 2/2's black.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like you're gonna have protection from me soon.
Nobody lost 4 life that turn, so that's it for me. Fast.
Yes, chat. This is a vampire nighthawk you see here.
The thing is so awesome. Three mana for all those keywords.
All right, I'm going to tap 6 and I'm going to embalm Angel of Sanctions. And I will target. Let's go, Andy, with your flyer that's up right now.
All right, Falcon Wrath Noble
Yeah.
is gone for now.
And I'll swing at you for 5 in the air.
I will take 5 commander damage.
And I'll gain 5 life. And I'll pass turn.
I will untap. And I will draw.
I feel like I'd have to focus 100% of my drains on Lesley just to keep her on track.
Well, you might as well kill the other 2 first. And then worry about me later. My politics don't work on you guys anymore.
They know you now. You're in trouble.
All right.
They know your tricks.
I'm going to tap my Cabal Coffers for another 6 mana.
How many cards do you have in hand, Coyle?
3. I haven't been drawing anything. I tried to get my card draw engine, but you got to it first.
Oh.
Which is a good idea.
Yeah, very smart.
I am going to cast, for 3 mana, I'm going to cast my Coffin Queen.
Ooh.
So, Coffin Queen is a 1/1. It says,
surprise!
You may choose not, yeah, I know, right? You may choose not to untap Coffin Queen at your untap phase, and I can pay 2 and a black and tap it to put target creature card from any graveyard into play under my control. Remove that creature from the game if Coffin Queen becomes untapped or if you lose control of Coffin Queen.
Has that always been in your deck?
It was in one of the original builds of Shirei.
Okay.
No, it was not in the most recent build of Shirei. So deciding, I am going to spend one of my floating black to extort. So I'll have 2 black left after that. So each one of my opponents will lose 1 life, and I will gain 3.
All right.
Yeah, we're all just gonna keep gaining and losing life. We're just gonna stay at around 40 for all night. We're here all night.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tap for another 2. I have 4. I'm going to spend 2 of it to cast an Orzhov Enforcer.
Great card.
1/2 Death Touch with Afterlife 1. And I will spend 1 to extort once again. Each opponent will lose 1 and I will gain 3. I will then move to combat. And then quickly move out of combat and move to end step to your turn,
right.
Andy.
I will untap and I will draw for turn. All right, I am going to play my own Cabal Stronghold.
Nice.
I have 4 swamps.
Jesus, like you guys know each other.
Right? So I am going to pay 3 and get 4 mana. And I am going to cast Night's Whisper to draw 2 cards and lose 2 life.
Nice.
I'll have 2 black mana floating.
On cast, you gain 1 life.
I do gain 1 life, Aetherflux Reservoir, and Coyle, how are you gaining all that life?
Extort with Cryptcast,
Oh,
who is a 1/1.
how many cards do you have left in your hand?
One.
Okay,
card.
Lesley, I'm gonna deal one to
Yeah.
you.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, so I draw 2 cards, and then I will use that 2 and 2 more for a Sangromancer. So I gain 2 life this time.
Mhm.
And Lesley, I'm going to have you lose 2 life.
Okay.
And Sangromancer is a 3/3 flyer that says when a creature an opponent controls dies, I may gain 3 life. And then when an opponent discards a card, you may gain 3 life.
Wow.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And after that, I'm going to pass a Rooney. That's pass, but with a silly phrase.
That's the best way to say pass.
All right. My goodness. What to do? Okay, well, I think I'm going to pay 4, 5, and 4 life to play Keurig.
This is the first time I've seen someone not pay 6 life for it.
Only because I'm rapidly losing life.
You surprisingly, honestly.
Yeah.
Every single person here has gained life at some point.
Oh yeah, a lot of it too.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go to combat again, and I will swing the vampire. No.
Of the Dire Moon.
You do
That's what I
have
was
a
thinking.
Yes, chat. This one upside down is controlled by Shauna. It was reanimated with the Eldest
Yeah.
Reborn. It's not. It's just. It's not drunk. It's not go home, Vampire of the Night. Go home. You're drunk.
I think I'll send the 2/2 and the 4/4 flyer at Mike Coyle.
I will. You don't have any mana up right now? Oh,
No.
We all before that even happens, we all lose 2
I'll
life
lose 2.
Oh.
2.
I'll lose 2
because of Sanctum Seeker. Great card. So I do have a flyer, and I could sack a goblin to make my flyer a 3/3, which could kill Falconwrath Noble. However, you haven't targeted me with Falconwrath Noble yet.
No.
So I'm going to put Marsh Flitter in front of the 4/4 and take 2.
Okay.
So that creature dies, so I may gain 3 life. I will gain 3 life. And I will have Lesley lose 3 life.
And
That's
the
okay. I'll get it back.
I figure.
Yes, and
the
2
Falconwrath Noble fires off 2, so I'll gain 1. And Lesley can lose 1.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
And Coyle, I think you lost 4 total this turn, right?
I lost I lost 5.
It is Arch Enemy, Paul. It is Arch Enemy.
There we go. So the Knight of Ebon Legion gets a counter.
Yes, so at the end step, yeah, your trigger and my trigger will go off. So I'll get my Marsh Flitter back and 2 more goblins.
Yeah.
I always say in Commander, if you're the first today, it's probably because you built your deck okay.
Absolutely. 100%.
And that's it for me.
That's it for you. All right, down, tap, upkeep, draw.
Soul Ring turn 1. Never do is just wait a turn. It's fine. Then you go,
Just play it on turn
I
2.
took this. Yeah.
Yes.
The people who play Mana Crypt on turn 1 and don't do anything with it, you're doing it wrong. It's free damage on you.
All right, Vanquisher's Banner, naming angels.
Nice. Mono white card draw. Go, go, go.
Mono white card draw. I wish I had one more mana right now, but that's fine. We'll play Pyramid of the Pantheon. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite 7. Should be searching. Mike, I don't like that you have that stupid little thing that just keeps coming back.
I don't know what you're talking about because that's what they all do.
The one that can block me.
Okay.
You have. Oh, I got exiled.
Exiled. We'll be right back.
Why did I get exiled? See? Arch enemy. Oh my gosh. Everyone's against me, even spell table. I guess I will. You have a death touch flyer or 2 death touch flyers there, Andy?
I have just 1 death touch flyer.
Just 1.
You don't have to come for me.
You know what? I'm not gonna go for anybody because you guys seem to like to target me, but I'm just gonna stay neutral, pure of heart, like I should, and let you guys play the game for now. Pass turn.
I will untap. You know, to be fair, Lesley, I haven't targeted anyone with anything.
That's true.
Just wait for my blood artist. Draw for turn. Okay. Now the question is, do I commit to the board or do I not commit to the board? Does anyone have any creatures in their graveyards currently?
No.
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 Okay. So I'm going to tap this Snow-Covered Swamp for 2. And I'm going to cast a Perilous Mirror.
What does that one do?
Perilous Mirror, can you guess its power and toughness?
A 1/1.
All right. So it's a 1/1 that says when Perilous Mirror is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player.
All right.
I will then move to combat. I will swing Orzhov Enforcer at Andy.
It has death touch.
1/2 death touch. You got it.
I will take a damage.
All right. And I will pass the turn after that.
Why don't you just block with Vito? Seems like a smart move.
Draw for turn. I'm going to play another swamp. And then I am going to exsanguinate for 6.
Yikes.
Each opponent loses 6. I gain 18.
Wow.
And then, so you lose 6. I gain 18.
You learn too much watching me play, Andy.
Oh
Chat says you can kill someone.
Just about, anyway, yeah.
I can't kill anyone yet because I can only deal 18. I mean, someone would get really low.
Oh,
do you have to target one person or can you split it?
Andy, you actually gain 1 life before any of this resolves.
Okay, you're right. I gain 1 life. Okay. So with the 1 life, Coyle, I'm going to have you lose a life.
After reminding you about your triggers.
Okay, I'll have Shauna lose. Well,
you have the most.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, I know. And I am going to have. Oh, man. I'm going to have Shauna lose 18.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move to combat.
You finish someone off? Coming at me?
Actually, Shauna, do you have anything in the air?
No, not right now. I don't. No.
All right, I'm going to swing at you for 5 in the air
Okay.
With 2 lifelink?
with 2 lifelink.
You're going to send it Shauna's way too?
And I can
No, because
focus
then I
on
become
my-
arch enemy. So Coyle, I'm going to have you lose too.
Okay.
Then after that,
Yeah, we gotta play on Thursday, so.
Exsanguinate, really good card in this deck.
Wow, yeah.
It's
That's crazy.
good in every black deck. Every black deck should run Exsanguinate.
Time for revenge, Shauna.
I guess
Shauna
so.
can gain life back, so
Gain a little bit, yeah. For sure.
I think we've all proven we can all gain life back. But 56 means you could literally kill anyone you want right now with Aetherflux Reservoir. So you actually could have killed 2 people last turn.
I think
But
that's
you'd be at
what
6
chat
life.
meant.
You'd be at 6 life
Yeah.
with Lesley has
Yeah.
2 angels over there.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes it so people don't swing at me.
I
Does
think
it?
people are still going to swing at you. You're probably
Um,
not going to Aetherflux Reservoir Shauna's 2 life away, so I think she's pretty safe.
Chat says you attack, you die.
Yeah, exactly.
If we know that you're not like that, Andy, so.
No.
You're not the revengeful type.
I didn't even realize I had that ability to do. I've only thought of Aetherflux Reservoir as the gain life card.
I've had an Aloro player against me go to 51 life and then kill me.
Nice.
In like turn 4.
Wow.
And then they died. That was Ryan.
That did happen once. I was in that game.
You were.
Tap 4 for a Siphon the Mind. Each other player discards a card. I draw a card for each card discarded this way.
That is sad.
Oh, this is good. Sangromancer says whenever an opponent discards a card, I can gain 3 life.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
I'm
why it's coming
discarding
in on.
Witch's Cottage.
I'm discarding Marionette Master.
Ooh. All right, so I'm going to gain 6 life. And I'm going to have...
Well, you have 2 instances of gain 3 in case you want to split it up.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I mean, okay.
Technically.
I know.
Decisions.
I know. Coyle, I'm going to have you lose 6.
Okay.
I didn't get
Empty-handed, by the way.
So am I.
I just for everyone's sake.
Good to know. I am not. I have 3 cards.
Mono white card advantage.
I will go to combat and I'll swing the 4/4 flying and the 3/3 lifelink at Andy.
Yes.
So that's 7
I'm going to take 7.
total, and you can take the 2 extra from the 2 creature swinging. Or everybody does, I guess. Everybody does.
And then I take that's commander damage from Crick, right?
Yeah.
And how much is it? 3 from Crick?
3.
Okay.
And that is all I can do, and I gotta discard a card.
And you also get an extra +1/+1 counter.
Yeah, I got it.
Night of the Ebon Legion. On
Oh,
Night of the
right,
Ebon
because he
Legion?
lost. Yeah, he lost that.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. And I discarded a card, Andy, so does that affect you again?
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I am going to gain 3 life. And I will have Lesley lose 3 life.
Okay.
You guys, this is fun. It just things.
This is so fun.
Why haven't I played mono black before?
I've been trying to tell you, Andy. It's been like 2 years.
It has been seriously 2 years. First mono black deck.
Don't
Mine's
remind him
life
of his
total
life total.
56.
56.
Yeah, my life total is 56 right now.
Is that it, Shauna?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. All right, I will play land. And then I will move to combat. I'm going to swing both of these at you, Andy. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I will take 10. 46. And I get another 5 commander damage off Lyra.
6.
I get another 6. Was it 6 or 5 the first time?
It was 5 the first time, but Vanquisher's Banner gives her +1/+1.
6, right.
I'm at 11 commander damage.
And then I am going to give you a gift so that you don't, feel too bad about it. I'm going to tap 3 and I am going to sacrifice my... No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. I'm not going to give you a gift. I'm going to sacrifice Pyramid of the Pantheon to Angelic Purge your Aetherflux Reservoir.
Good move.
What does that do? Just destroys artifact?
Yeah, it exiles target artifact, creature, or enchantment.
Okay.
While you're below 50 life.
Oh, chat says, is the other angel 5 as well? Because of the...
It's 4. It's a 4/5. So...
But the banner doesn't get buffed?
Yeah, it's a 4/5 with the banner. So altogether it was 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Lyra too, don't forget.
Sorry?
Does
Yeah,
Lyra buff it up too?
Yeah, I counted it with... I counted it right. Yeah, all accounted for. So I am then going to... Yeah, I'll just leave that up. I will move to my end step, and I now have 7, so I will flip that.
Ooh,
Now I have a mana, or I can untap target creature and opponent controls and remove it from combat.
That's right.
That's great.
And I'll pass turn.
Okay. I will untap. And draw. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm going to tap 4. And I am going to cast a Pawn of Ulamog.
Ooh.
I will be paying the 1 extra to extort. So each one of my opponents will lose 1 life, and I will gain 3. So Pawn of Ulamog is a 2/2, unfortunately. This says when Pawn of Ulamog or another non-token creature I control dies, I may put a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token onto the battlefield. It has sacrifice this creature, add 1 generic to your mana pool. And then I will
Sacrifice 6 goblins, and I can get close to taking Lesley out.
You know how bad I want to like top deck a Westvale Abbey right now? Like so bad. I would have the strongest flyer on the battlefield then.
I'll just tap it and remove from combat.
Oh no.
I'm gonna move to combat.
Okay.
I am going to declare Perilous Mirror as an attacker at Shauna.
Okay.
It's a 1/1 on the ground.
Okay. I will block it with the Falcon Wraith Noble 2/2.
All right. It will die.
Okay, so we have 2 triggers. So Sangromancer, and then goes on the stack, and then Falcon Wrath Noble goes... Well, I guess yours goes on the stack first, Coyle, right?
Correct. Pawn of Ulamog will go on the stack first, and then turn order. So Andy, yours will go on the stack next, and then Shauna's will go on the stack next. So Shauna's will resolve first.
Okay. I'll gain a life, and Andy can lose a life.
Okay. And then I will gain 3 life, and have Shauna lose 3 life.
And then I will get a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn creature token. And Andy, both your flyers have 3 toughness. Actually, all 3 of your creatures have 3 toughness, don't they?
Correct.
I'll do 2 damage to your face, Andy.
Okay. 45.
Eldrazi spawn. And then I will move to my end step.
All right.
Perilous Mirror will come back to the battlefield.
Untap. I will draw for turn. I am going to play Heraldic Banner. When it enters, I'm going to choose
Good
black.
card.
Creatures I control of this color get +1/+0.
Not white?
Not white. Not
Not
white.
white,
I'm gonna
alright.
go with black. And then I am going to move to combat, and I will swing 3 flying Death Touch Lifelink in the air at Shauna.
I will block it with my Falcon Wrath Noble.
Okay. So then yours is what's the power and toughness?
Mine's a
Or
2/2.
the 2/2. Okay, so mine is a 3/3. So yours will die. And then I will gain life.
That's
So-
crazy.
Does Falcon Wrath only say another, or does it say it or another?
Itself as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the way that this works is everything is going to resolve before any like death would happen. So I will gain 2, or I will gain 3.
Mhm.
Shauna, I will have you lose 3.
Mhm.
And then you have a life loss and a life gain.
Right.
And then I have Sangromancer of creature an opponent controlled died. So I can gain 3 life.
Don't
So
you
I guess
love the
both of-
stack?
Yeah, so I guess both of mine went on the stack.
Mhm.
Or no. Mine went on the stack, then yours goes on the... No. Oh my gosh, the stack. Yeah, so yours resolves before mine.
Yeah.
Is essentially what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
So I get to gain my life first, and you can.
And then
lose life.
I'll lose. And then that creature now died.
Mhm.
So I'm going to have Shauna, I'm going to have you lose 3, and I'm going to gain 3.
Eliminated.
See, they didn't kill a mono white player first.
Poor Shauna. I will avenge you.
Okay.
I know exactly. No, I think it was a really good move because I totally would have reanimated Shauna's vampire that just died.
Yeah.
So I
With-
think that was with my Coffin Queen.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was a great move, Andy. It was a really good move.
And then
I'm sorry, Shauna, but I think that was a really good move.
That's okay.
what took the Falcon Wrath Noble?
The
You
Angel
killed-
of Sanctions,
Yeah. It's
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah.
which is a token
Yeah.
copy right now. It's embalmed.
Oh, the chat says no, the creature that's drunk, upside down.
Gone.
Does this it
It's
goes to exile
exiled.
though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then after that, I pass my turn.
All right. Okay.
If only I had an Aetherflex reservoir to just take someone out.
Well, you would die before anyone else would.
That
if
is
you
true,
did.
I guess.
You would be able to pay the life, though. You are allowed to.
No, I think the vampire just died.
So since it was on your side of the battlefield, it ceases to exist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It doesn't just die? Because I just took it under my control.
Yeah, but since it was under your control and then you cease to exist in the game, your entire board state also
I see
ceases
what
to
you're
exist.
saying. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. If someone controls
that
your
makes
creature
sense.
if someone controls your creature when they die, like if I were to control one of
Right.
Leslie's creatures and I die, it just goes to exile.
Right, because you don't exist.
'Cause-
Okay. Makes sense.
I would love to ask a judge if it counts as like the face-up exile for some of like the card like Fate Spinner or any of the processing cards. If you could actually get them back, or if
Paul's
it's
a judge.
kind of exile.
He'll look it
Paul's
up
a
for
judge.
you.
Paul's a judge.
It says you would gain control of that creature, according to Paul.
I mean, I'll take my creature.
Yeah, I controlled it, and then I died. It was his creature. It didn't die, I guess.
I've always played it the
But
other way.
it was in his
I have as
graveyard to
well.
begin with, Paul. It was in his graveyard to begin with. I took it from his graveyard.
It said the controlling effect ends, so it would go back to the original controller. Well, let's.
In your graveyard. That's the
Hmm.
question, whether it's graveyard or exile, right?
Well, while you guys are discussing and figuring that out, I have tapped 5 and I've played Avacyn Guardian Angel. She is Flying Vigilance 5/4 with a +1/+1 from my Vanquisher's Banner, and Lyra, I forgot, has +1/+1 to all my angels. So we did miss 1 damage last turn. She has the ability that I can pay 2 and prevent all damage that would be dealt to another target creature this turn by a source of the color of my choice. Or I can pay 7 to prevent all damage that would be dealt to target player this turn by sources of a color of my choice.
All right.
And I am actually going to play Akroma's Blessing, and creatures I control gain protection from black until the end of turn. And then I'm going to swing at Andy for 6 and 5, so 11.
Yes, I go to 39.
And there's
And
another
I
6 commander damage.
Woo.
And okay, and read that Avacyn to me one more time. That Avacyn.
Well, I don't have any mana up right now, but she's Avacyn Guardian Angel.
Okay.
So I can pay for some of her abilities, but she's just Flying Vigilance 5/4 now because I have no mana up.
Okay.
How much command damage do you have for me now? 12, 17?
I have 17.
Okay.
You have mana, don't you? You've got your Vanquisher's Banner and isn't Vanquisher's Banner now?
No, this is, I have one.
Oh.
I have one.
Did you draw a card when you cast Avacyn?
I did, yep.
Okay. Sorry.
It was this card. I'm going to pass turn.
Oh,
wait, I gained 11 life.
Yes, you did gain 11 life.
Oh wait, I gained 11 life.
Back up to 40.
Does anyone have any creatures in their graveyard currently?
Nope. Not me, at least.
Creatures?
No, I do not.
Okay. Then, in that case, I am going to tap for 4 mana and tap my Coffin Queen to return my Marionette Master from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Yeah.
So, Marionette Master is a 6 mana human artificer, 1/3 with Fabricate 3, which means you can either enter with 3 +1/+1 counters, or I can choose to make 3 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature tokens. And she has the additional ability of whenever an artifact I control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to Marionette Master's power.
Nice.
So I am going
That was a
to
fun card.
choose to make 3 1/1 servos. And then I will untap, and I choose not to untap Coffin Queen, and I will draw.
She's hiding under there.
She is hiding under there. That's true. I am going to move to combat. I am going to That sideways. 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 Sideways.
Oh my goodness.
At Andy.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm gonna die next turn regardless.
Well, unless you have something on your turn to gain a bunch of life
If
again.
you kill
I'm gonna do
Coyle,
commander damage.
I won't.
got two
I won't
flying walkers.
attack you. I won't attack you if you kill Coyle.
So,
Coyle, you have one card in hand.
one card in hand, and currently there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage swinging at you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll block. One of the
Goblins, servos.
Does Marionette Master have haste?
Oh, no, but it entered the battlefield at Lesley's end step.
Oh, that's right. Okay. A Marionette Master is a what?
A 1/3.
All right. I mean, I guess I'll block 2 of the goblins.
Okay. Before damage,
Yeah.
I'm going to tap 6 and flash in a Dictative Erebos.
Oh,
Sure.
oh my goodness.
So,
Which does what for those that
Oh, I'm
can't see
sorry.
the card?
so it is an enchantment with flash that says whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature.
Yes.
I forgot it had flash. Is it? Does
and
it have flash because of your stuff?
And I actually will pay my 1 remaining mana to extort it with my Cryptghast. So each one of my opponents will lose 1 life, and I'll gain 2.
Okay.
So
Yep.
then to damage, 2 goblins will die. I will have 2 triggers go on the stack. And then Andy, is it non-token for your Sangromancer, or will it trigger off those 2 goblins as well?
It triggers off them.
Okay, so yours will resolve first.
Yeah, Coyle, I'm gonna have you lose 6, and I'm gonna gain 6.
Okay. And you do lose 15 life from the swinging as well.
Yep.
And then each one of my opponents will sacrifice 2 creatures.
I'm gonna sacrifice Vito and Vampire Nighthawk.
Angel of Sanctions token and Avacyn Guardian Angel. And so you get your creature back,
Falcon Wraith, yeah.
the flipped one,
And
Andy.
oh, great! And then Coyle, I'm gonna gain 6 life. Just gain 6.
Right. Because Vito's dead. Yay!
Yay!
And you pass.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. I'm empty-handed.
All right. Untap. Draw for turn. That was the first time Vito died, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so it costs 5. So this will be. So this is 5. And I'm going to play Vito. Coyle, do you have a sack outlet?
No, I haven't this entire game. Which is very unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. Where's your witch's oven?
I could sacrifice my goblins to Marsh Flitter. That's about it.
I mean, I am.
You should have used your 50 life and took Coyle out when you had the chance.
Hey, I tried to do my best to get Andy down to a respectable life total.
It is respectable, yes. I appreciate both of you.
All right, I'm gonna pay 5 for an Exquisite Blood,
Oh,
and
man.
then I'm gonna move to combat,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna swing 3 at Coyle and 2 at Lesley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no blocks.
Okay.
And we're both dead. We're both dead.
No, there's no lifelink.
Oh, you didn't?
There's
You
no-
don't have any lifelink? Oh,
I
your
don't have
vampire Nighthawk is in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Oh well, then hold on. What's coming at me?
Oh yeah, I can remove it from combat.
Yeah, I'm
A
just gonna
three-
tap that and remove it from combat.
Yeah, it was just going to be 2 at you.
Okay.
But now you have an extra blocker.
I do.
That if it dies, you win the game.
Correct.
But it's not flying.
It is flying.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I have protection or something.
Right. And then I pass. I have no cards in hand either.
Dang. It's not the one I wanted. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll play Angel of Deliverance. It is a 6/6, and whenever an Angel of Deliverance deals damage, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, exile target creature and opponent controls. I will swing 6 in the air at Coyle.
I declare no blocks. I will take 6 additional commander damage.
And I'll pass turn.
Do you have delirium turned on right now, Lesley?
I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I sure do.
Okay.
What does that have with delirium again?
Whenever it deals combat damage, I get to exile target creature and opponent controls.
Oh, nice.
Any combat damage, but I don't think I have anything that will survive. Unfortunately. So I will untap. I will choose. So Sangromancer says dies specifically, not leaves battlefield, correct?
Correct. It says dies.
I will untap Coffin Queen and remove Marionette Master from the game.
Okay.
And I will draw this card. Interesting. Very not good card to have right now.
The same thing happened to me.
But who has creatures in their graveyard?
I do now.
I
I have
do.
Angel of Sanctions and Avacyn Guardian.
So Angel of Sanctions isn't actually in your graveyard.
Oh no, it was exiled. You're right. Yeah. So Avacyn Guardian Angel is the only one.
And then Andy, what do you got?
Vampire Nighthawk.
Oh yeah, that thing. I don't know if we have an answer here, Lesley.
Well, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have removed that from combat, and I should have just took him out with my command damage. But you know, my mistake.
Fair enough.
I mean, it was a happy accident. Isn't that what Bob Ross calls it?
A happy accident for you, for sure. Misplaced scoop. No.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything, so I guess I will
See what he does this turn and hope.
I mean, all he has to do is activate Vito and swing with 2 creatures, 3 creatures. Although no, he has to swing with 2 because Vito has to. No, Vito doesn't. No, yeah, Vito has to live. Vito does have to live because the triggers have to bounce back and forth between each other. So he has to swing with those 2. I don't think it matters. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna end the
Chad said you can swing with the 1/1s, right? And they said, "Oh, JK."
Yeah, I could. I certainly could.
You said you're done?
Yes, I am.
Untap. Draw for turn.
My dog was just staring at me.
I was like, what are you doing? Why are you playing with those cards?
Why won't you open the door?
No board wipe. No board wipe, chat. But
You could just pass and see what happens, Andy.
other than that, I am going to cast a Tendrils of Corruption to deal 4 damage to
Ooh.
one of. I'm gonna do it to one of those goblin tokens. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do it to a pawn of Ulamog. Pawn of
Ulamog, it's up 4 damage to it.
Yeah, it deals X damage, and I gain X life where X is the number of swamps. I'm sorry, it's 5. It's 5 life I would gain.
Protection from black?
I mean, I don't have it.
No.
I thought Lesley tapped or was going to tap a land. Or that would be that would be a play.
I flicker it for you?
There's no way I can produce white mana, right? No, I think that's it. So yeah, it will die.
Okay, so before it, so it deals 4 to that, and then I gain 4, and then
we're dead.
And and Vito combined trigger to wipe out life.
But to those that haven't seen that happen to them before, maybe explain for people watching.
So we have Vito says whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. And Exquisite Blood says whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. So if you can deal damage to an opponent, and then you would gain that, and it would be infinite trigger. So they would die to that combo.
So the question now is, Andy, who are you taking out first?
Well,
I'm taking out Coyle first.
Oh, I thought you guys were friends.
Hold on. Let me. I want to step through these triggers here real quick.
Okay.
Because I'm curious what happens. Okay, so 4 damage to pawn, and
I gain 4 life.
Okay, so your trigger goes on the stack of gaining 4 life, and my triggers go on the stack of Pawn of Ulamog dying.
And then Sangromancer goes on the stack of a creature of yours dying.
So that also goes on the stack at the same time when they die, because they're all die triggers.
Correct.
So mine resolve first.
Well, Tendrils of Corruption, I gain life when it deals the damage.
Understood. You gain the life and your trigger goes on the stack.
Yeah,
Sure.
all your triggers go on the stack.
Sure.
And it dies, and then the death triggers go on the stack on top of it.
Sure.
So I will get an Eldrazi spawn, and I have a Dictate of Erebos trigger that must resolve first.
Okay. I will sacrifice Falconwrath Noble to put this trigger on the stack.
Mm-hmm. So then you have gain 1, right?
Correct. Well, it'll be gain 1, and then Lesley also has to sack, so then I will have a Sangromancer trigger on the stack for that as well.
Okay.
Now Sangromancer is on top with the Falconwrath Noble.
And
we need stickiness.
Sacrifice an Eldrazi spawn for 1 colorless mana.
Okay, Sangromancer on the stack again.
Dictate of Erebos on the stack again.
Sure. Well, I guess on the stack.
No, because I'm the active player, so no, mine would not resolve first anymore. Because I'm the one doing the action. Okay, no, it still works the same. Dang it. Thought I had something.
Good try. You were trying to get her to sacrifice that stuff first before that.
I was.
Ah.
All right, you got it still, Andy.
That was good thinking through, though. It's always good to think through it.
For
Yeah.
player.
Yeah,
That
so
says it's Sage of the Falls all over again.
Yeah.
Mhm. Cool.
Well, I had 45 life when we died, so if it wasn't an infinite combo, I might have done okay for myself.
Man, I didn't see one sack outlet that whole game.
Yeah.
I had a dread return in hand. That was the card that I drew.
Jeez.
Poor Shauna.
No, that's
Oh.
fine. I won the last one.
First one out because we were all scared of you.
Well,
Because
wait,
my
Coyle.
Wart Mother did so well last time.
Yeah.
No, so since I was the one sacrificing the Eldrazi spawn, I was holding priority, making me the active player of the round. Meaning, as active player, my trigger will go on the stack first, and then Andy's trigger will go on the stack, allowing him to actually gain the life before my Dictative Erebos trigger will resolve. Because active player is not whose turn it is, it's who's holding priority.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and that's the stack, folks.
That's the stack. That's the stack.
If you hold on, ask me to explain layers.
No.
No, but that sounds like a good video.
No, see, because he doesn't have to sack the combo piece until his Sangromancer trigger resolves. So the Dictative Erebos trigger is never at the top of the stack until at least one Sangromancer trigger resolves, in which case his Vito will bounce the triggers back and forth over and over again.
Well, that was super fun. Thank you guys so
That
much.
was very fun.
I know it's late where you guys are, so we appreciate you starting later for us.
No problem.
And for those of you in chat, we have another challenge coming up. We are getting to play with these fine human beings twice in 1 week.
Twice.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
Yeah.
week.
So can you tell chat when your stream is?
So we will be streaming at 8 o'clock Eastern, again, same time, or I guess 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time on Thursday, this Thursday. And we are doing a two-headed giant game
Yeah.
with Shauna and Lesley. It is a guild feud. So it is Simic versus Selesnya, and all commanders will represent actual Ravnica commanders.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're really excited about that. I haven't played two-headed giant online before, so
This should be interesting. Are you guys going to be in the same room?
we
can
are.
try, I guess. That would be difficult.
I'll just have to text you, I guess, because you do get to make decisions together. There is
Yeah.
that.
We're going to be in the
Maybe.
same room, so
I have two webcams, so I can set one up to look at my hand and to look at the board.
That's kind of cool.
Oh.
You can have it. We can have Oh, but we have to be in the same. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Chat. You don't have to listen to us figure it out.
For the anticipation, anybody that wants to check it out, I am going to play Vorl of the Hulkblade as my Simic commander. Coyle, who are you going to play?
I'm playing Rolesk Apex Hybrid as my Senate commander.
It is it's our logo creatures, so we're really excited.
That is really fun.
Hold up that little. Oh, there we go. Well, you already were doing it.
Focus.
And then Shauna and Lesley, you don't have to give it away, but who are you guys?
I
have
am.
to give it away.
No. We'll be fair. I am playing Tulsimar Wolfblood.
Ooh, original Tulsimar.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I playing again?
Who are you playing? You don't even remember.
Well, I was going to do Shauna, but she's Dominaria. Who did I decide to do? There's only 5 of them.
Got Tristani, Amara,
Hold on, I
Tendarius.
gotta open my deck box.
Open the deck back.
Oh, it's Amara. Yeah,
I think it was an Amara.
2 mana Amara.
Yeah.
No, the Tristani's voice Amara. The 4
Love
mana.
Anyway, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tune in. Be there or be square.
Where? Thank you so much for having
Yeah, it was a blast.
Nice.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. Bye.